do that? I didn't see.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
It's the little boat we used to cross the lake. It's the only way on or off the island.
What a comforting thought.
You ready, Sally?
Grimore, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene. It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got...
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
What animal is...
Hawk. Bear. Lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard.
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare...
Is it working?
No. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say...
It's not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet.
It's a statue of some...
Playing a harp.
playing a harp. Hang on a second. This...
Looks like he's playing a semi...
You're some kind of harp expert, Sally.
Did you not know? I had a harp when I was a kid. A little handheld one, only 8 strings.
Liar.
It's the truth, I swear. Something tells me we're...
Let's come... It must do...
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
It's full of the same weird...
Any fish in there?
Not a single... Although there...
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be. Do you think he'll start to move if we try to...
No, I think he'll just silently judge us. A path leading to...
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle Tour.
Twir.
Should we ring...
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Little bird.
How do you know they're for bird? It's red. It's just red. Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still... Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the West Tower. Let's head to the... It's at the top of the West Tower. There are weeds in
It's
it.
an aquarium.
Could be. Anymore. This one has
That's
How very
a big
Of
letter.
course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion?
What is...
I think it's a family trait.
Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all. I think she's mentioned in our...
Flora?
I think she's mentioned in our... Primrose?
I always
Do you think she still lives here?
Richer?
The one and only. Fiona Dead Center.
She's half fellow and...
Do you think she still lives here? What is
I think it's a family.
Fiona Dead?
She's-
Do you think she still lives here? Sally, check.
Is soil a clue?
It's not locked.
A door.
Oh, what's
A
behind?
room.
Stairs.
Stairs. Let's head to the crime. It's at the top of the west. Let's head to. It's at the top of the west. Let's head. It's at the top. Let's head. It's at the top of.
That's the only door in
It's
it.
also on.
Sure is. Let's take a look at that painting first. Let's take a look at that. There it is, the unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Looks that way.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene, and something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Flora Philo?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now. Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried. Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible? Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window? Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Freya's painting supplies. Suppose it looks like...
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Freya's painting supplies. We're at the top of the...
I think so.
Doesn't matter. Is that a crack?
I think so, except it's got a tape.
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
What about the cassette?
Yeah, it sure is. I think.
Do you think it's still...
The gramophone? It's piano music.
Is that an egg with bird feet?
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary...
I think it's a container.
Those gems look like they come off. Reset the puzzle? Nope.
Did you check the clue? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put it.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Did it unlock?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving without an empty egg as a clue, right? Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could the speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And, of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh, no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh, dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that. Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did. A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are two towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade.
You know, I've always... I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is... Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadow. Rotate the planets and...
I got it.
I'm impressed. Did you hear that?
There's a little hatch underneath? What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
A spy?
They're in very good... There's something...
Oh, does it not compare to all the... it's too cloudy.
It's also daytime. Pretty.
Miss Tidy, the notebook is untouched.
So, even the most well-used notebooks...
Miss Tidy,
So, even the most well...
a picture frame.
With no picture.
Miss Tidy.
So, even the most... What?
Lard.
You're not wrong. Pretty. There's something I just...
Oh, does it? It's locked. A pillow with a paw print.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty...
He's had a rough couple of days.
Just a little...
Let's leave them alone. Painting supplies. That painting.
Why would you want it looming over...
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere.
the atmosphere of chaos?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by...
It's a photograph.
That painting.
Why?
Maybe Freya... Hang on. There's...
It's a photograph.
Painting supply.
It's a...
I think it looks
fine. It's
Could also be a shark.
brushes.
They're clean.
A pillow.
It's a-
Yeah, but that doesn't... It's a little glass.
I think it's a vivari.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs. Might have been for keeping insects.
Not the kind of lamp...
It's cool. Looks like old mud.
There's no...
I like it.
drawings.
What's that one?
Looks like one of them's holding a red rose. Freya's plan. They must... Books about...
These books are ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
Is that...
Of sorts. Hey, it's a model of Tangle Tower. There. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing...
Hey, it's a What are you...
That would make...